Thanks, Games Workshop. Games Workshop restricts the content of Space Marine 2 for some reason that I don't understand. Just imagine if Game Workshop lets Saber do what they want with the game in customization. Okay, I think this is a kind of like a trending topic right now because I know there's a lot of people who are enjoying the mod cosmetics, and hey, those cosmetics look really good. And I'm not 100% sure of the history of how Games Workshop, approaches the way their games are portrayed. I know they're very hands-on, but I'm not 100% sure if they actively want to limit the scope of what the game has to offer. I do understand that there has been occasions where Games Workshop has limited things like this in the past, but at least for me, as far as what I know from that, it's just been a theory. I have seen people repeat this a lot. A lot of people just, I think, assume that Games Workshop does a lot of restricting because of how hands-on they actually are, maybe. I'm definitely going to, need your help in the comments about that. Let me know if you have a good theory or an idea of why Games Workshop would actively want to restrict the content for Space Marine 2, because for me, on my side of things, or as far as it's Space Marine 2 gamer who's new to the Warhammer 40k universe and everything like that, overall I'm very satisfied with what we have in the game, because I'm still picking up on things. Obviously, I'm still learning about the chapters, and yes, I understand the Blood Ravens steal things now, so thank you guys. But still, I would love to see more cosmetics from more chapters in the game. However, I'm going to react to some of the mods. Apparently there's a TikTok that has a lot of really cool mods here, but I don't even go on TikTok or whatever. But mainly, I just really think this montage kind of shows a lot of what the mods can offer as far as cosmetics. So I'm gonna take a look at the mod cosmetics. I'm gonna give you my opinion on them. But however, I'm still very satisfied with what we have in game, to be completely honest. However, also to also add to that, to be completely honest, I would like to see like more Dark Angels champion skin. Like, I would love a Dark Angels champion skin for tactical or for a heavy. I would like to see stuff like that for sure. I think that sort of approach to how they do cosmetics is practically unlimited as long as they introduce a new champion skin. Like, dude, wouldn't it be cool to just get how we do have the Ultramarine champion skin for heavy? It would be cool to get another version of that for Bulwark or something. Imperial Fists for Vanguard, that something like that would be very cool. Hey, Space Wolves on a Bulwark, that would be kind of cool. Something like that for me would be more appealing as far as some of the mods, to be completely honest. But still, I'm going to take a look at some of the mods. I'll tell you my thoughts about them. They do look pretty cool, but overall, I do think we're getting good cosmetics, but I do think the scope of how impressive cosmetics can be in this game is practically unlimited. All right, so here we have a little montage here. There is some copyrighted music on the back. Okay, so far, this helmet looks really cool. I want to take a look at that hammer. I think that hammer looks, no, that's something we have in game, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, that's a Pyre Blaster though, right there. These legs looks pretty good. Like, these legs look pretty good. Some of the stuff definitely kind of reminds me of stuff in game. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure we have. Obviously, we don't have this helmet, but this chest piece kind of reminds me of something in game that's like the Vanguard chest piece, isn't it? Or, oh, I see. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, just give more options. Like, why not? Why wouldn't we be able to have like a Vanguard or like a sniper chest piece for heavy or something like that? Well, hold on. With heavy specifically, don't they have the extra armor around the neck? I kind of like that, to be completely honest, as a heavy. It just makes me feel a little bit closer to like a Terminator. But yes, the wings, I really like the wings. But you can see that isn't this like the wings from the Dark Angels helmet or something like that? Still, I do like this, but you have to admit this is very flashy. Like you would think if you were looking like this, you would be in like an end game area for 40k where it's like you're fighting like demons and stuff, not like fighting Tyranids. You would think you'd be fighting something like godly using something like this. It does look really good. I do like the wings, but yeah, they do look like the Dark Angel wings from the Bulwark helmet. But still, that's how mods are. So I don't know. That's definitely something you could enjoy for sure. Some of these helmets definitely look good, but yeah, like why couldn't I use a skull helmet for heavy or something like that? Like it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy to see how you could just open up customization a little bit. Okay, so now I'm glad I paused on something here because I have to admit this looks like a lot. This helmet specifically looks like a lot. Like you have the halo on the back, it's like okay, and then yes, of course the beaky helm. Everyone loves the beaky helm. I could do without the gold right here, and then this helmet would be very, very cool to me. You would be like I don't know, just a more armored up beaky helm, I guess. But like still, yeah, this seems tacked on, where it's just kind of like, yeah, let's just give him a iron halo also, another iron halo. But yeah, some of the stuff, yeah, see, like I do understand like this face mask, but I don't know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. This seems like a lot to me. But yeah, I mean, no hate, to be completely honest. It's very impressive. Like most of these cosmetics are very impressive, but then it's just like there's practically endless options for them. So, like this is very cool. Like obviously, I'm glad I paused on something I really like. This is very cool. I wish we had something like this in game. You could definitely see the cloth and coloring the cloth would be very cool. I like this helmet. Good job, modders. Yeah, I'm pretty much there on this one. I'm pretty much there on that one. That one like looks pretty cool, I think. It's still a little bit of a lot. Okay, this is more, yeah, I think this is more my style. I like this one. But yeah, it's still like the same thing with the hair here. The hair. I don't know what to really call that, but like yeah, the top is still nice. I like the whole way it comes together, but I just really like the helmet part of this. I think the helmet part of this can look very, very cool with a different colorway. But oh, yeah, let's just put the Dark Angel wings directly on the Mark 7, right? It's the Mark 7, I believe. Ooh, this looks great. Whoa, no, I like this one. I like this one a lot. That's very simple. It's just a really good helmet with a really good, decoration, and then really good top. Yeah, no, this is good. This is really good. Holy cow. Dude, there's so many helmets they're showing off. Okay, let's continue. I definitely need to get through. This is a 1-minute TikTok, by the way, and I've been talking about it for 4 minutes. Let me at least find one of those chest pieces. I think there was one cool one with the chaplain does look pretty cool, but some of these chest pieces, like this is in game, isn't it? Or if it's not, they just put the cloth on a chest piece. Like some of this, it can be surprisingly simple to customize some of the stuff we have in game just to make it look a little bit more unique. And yeah, I can see them just adding some extra. Ooh, okay. Capes are cool. I can see them expanding the cosmetics a bit. I can see that happening. You can also see clearly by detail here how easy it would be. But okay. To talk about this cape, I did see this cape with the wings. I think this clashes. I don't know. I swear. Like, why would you have a cape if you have wings? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a cape if you have wings. Vice versa. you don't need wings if you have a cape. I don't know. No, that's more a personal thing. I can understand where somebody would like this, but this feels like it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's two different vibes to me. I think they clash a bit. It feels like a lot, but hey, you know what? Still, I can see how that looks cool. But yeah, capes can definitely get some more customization, dude. Overall, I think adding a cape to like the heavy or the tactical would be very, very cool. But yeah, as you can see with this TikTok, to be completely honest, you can definitely see how easy it would be to bring, really, really good cosmetics to the game. Yeah, no hate to Gear Workshop. Gear Workshop, sorry, Games Workshop. No hate to Games Workshop or Saber. You know, it is what it is for me. I know right here it says it's Games Workshop pulling the strings, but it's like, don't hate anybody for what they're trying to accomplish with the game. But yes, I agree with what they're trying to paint here. There can be a lot of there can definitely be a lot more cosmetics in the game. We can definitely loosen up some of the restrictions as far as what you can do with, like, if you wanted to wear a sniper chest piece with the tactical or something like that, put a cape on the tactical. I think they could definitely loosen up some of that stuff. I think it'd be very simple to just do that, but yeah, I can definitely see where you know, Games Workshop would be hands-on with something like that. Like, no, you cannot have a cape on the bulwark, even though we have a cape on the bulwark in I'm pretty sure in one of the scenes, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's pretty interesting, but ultimately some of this stuff I can do without. Namely, this is probably the ugliest helmet I've seen so far, but it is what it is. Definitely let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this. I'm gonna go through some comments right now, but this is definitely how I kind of feel about how expansive the modding customization can be, and honestly how much effort they would really need to put in to, you know, expand the vanilla game's customization. There's a lot of options that are still, you know, that can still be used. They need to explore, you know, definitely loosening up some of the customization restrictions, like, you know, capes. Let me put a cape on a tactical, like, why not? This mod been showcased here a lot lately. Here's hoping Saber will see it and does at least something about current customization. Indetachable pieces between classes would be great at the very least. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they can definitely pull that off. And we have to keep in mind, the devs did not see how successful this game was going to be. The first game came out a long time ago, so I think now that they see the interest for customization, I think they're definitely going to start to expand it as soon as they possibly can. If not in this game, in Space Marine 3, I imagine customization would be insane. I would hope so. I would really hope so, because obviously customization is very important, and we really should see a little bit more detail as far as what we can really do with our, you know, classes. It would be, you know, cloth color shouldn't have been a patch thing. We could have had that, you know, on launch, but, you know, it's still really good that we're getting good customization. But yeah, little details like that can go a far way. And yeah, the devs are still patching that stuff in, so that's still really good to see. I really don't think Games Workshop are on Saber as much as people think. Also, I love the Astartes mod, but seeing a Gravis Blade Guard with wings hurts me a bit, but that's my personal taste. I mean, see, overall, that's a good discussion to be had. Definitely like the lore accurate part of the game, and as far as cosmetics are concerned about it. If you really don't like seeing certain like lore breaking cosmetics, we have that already in the game, which is pretty wild, but it's not really that egregious. It's nothing that bothers me anyway, since I'm, you know, learning. But still, ultimately, I am starting to get a tad bit annoyed when I, you know, try to pair some colors and some new armor pieces, and I have like a Dark Angel's chest piece with like a Black Templar, you know, icon somewhere. That can definitely be cleaned up, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I'm not too sure. Gravis Blade Guard with wings, I'm not too sure if that's really something I would be concerned with, but I can understand that, you know, there are players who would be concerned with that sort of thing. So I do think that is more of like a trial and error. Let's see what people are interested in, and let's see what is also fun to see regardless. So I don't know. Ultimately, I think that's more of a taste thing, and you know, you can still customize the guy you want as you want, so that's good. I still think that's a valid concern to be had for sure. But yeah, ultimately, I do, you know, what they said about Games Workshop on Saber, as much as people think, it's really kind of out there. You know what we should ultimately expect from Games Workshop as far as this game. It was a couple months ago where Games Workshop said they were very impressed with how the game did, and then yeah, Space Marine 3 was announced. So we will see. I hope Games Workshop lets Saber expand the customization as well. If they need that sort of permission, I hope they get it. And I do have faith that Space Marine 3 would have great customization as, also I think they're going to take the step up. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this subject. Do you think Games Workshop is holding back Saber aggressively? Do you think Saber just really isn't interested in giving capes out to other classes? When can we color our capes? I would like to see that. Thanks for watching.